This video is based on an actual reported encounter. All names have been changed for privacy. Craig tells us his story as a seasoned survivalist and avid birdwatcher. He decided to take a solo weekend trip to Shawnee State Park in Ohio late in April of 2000. He said there are over 100 migratory bird species filling the air with their songs that time of year. Setting up camp with practice ease, he anticipated a weekend of peaceful birdwatching in their natural habitat. Instead, he left in terror. Equipped with his trusty binoculars, he ventured into the park, eager to catch glimpses of the colorful avian visitors. As he walked, he heard an unusual wood-knocking sound in the distance, but he shrugged it off, attributing it to the natural sounds of the forest. Returning to his camp after a fulfilling day, he settled in for the night, only to be startled awake by a guttural howl that pierced the darkness. The night suddenly alive with the sounds of breaking branches, and an animalistic scream sent a shiver down his spine. He stayed vigilant, fearing the unknown that lurked in the shadows. Morning brought a sense of calm, and he resumed his birdwatching, capturing stunning images of the wildlife around him. However, his peaceful reverie was interrupted when he stumbled upon the mangled carcass of a deer, realizing this was probably what he heard last night. Returning to his camp, he was met with a chaotic scene, as the camp had been destroyed. Wondering to himself if maybe a bear had gotten in while he was gone, he began to clean up, but his efforts were interrupted by the sight of a massive sasquatch observing him from a distance. Keeping his composure, he continued packing his belongings, all the while aware of the creature's presence. As he neared the end of his cleanup, a large rock flew past him, missing him by a few feet. Startled, he turned to see the Sasquatch, now closer and concealed behind a tree. Another rock followed, landing even closer, prompting him to quicken his pace. With his backpack on, he began the trek back to his car. Another rock whizzed past him, and this time, realizing his car was only a few steps away, he turned to confront his observer. Making eye contact with the Sasquatch, he felt a surge of fear, but he held his ground. Craig said he just stood there looking at me. He reached for his camera, and that was a mistake. The creature must have thought he was reaching for a weapon because it let out guttural sounds and came towards him in an aggressive manner, so he put his hand out so it could see it was empty. He opened his car door and threw his pack in the back seat, discreetly pulling his camera up, hoping to get a picture. He turned around with his finger on the button, but the Sasquatch was no longer visible. He said he could feel it watching him, but it was too well camouflaged. He has never forgotten how he felt to this day, and any time he goes out for one of his trips, he always sets up trail cameras around his camp, hoping to get a picture. Thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed the video. If you liked the preceding story, please click like and subscribe to our channel, Dreamscape Horrors, as there's much more to come.